Here. Okay. So we got another student just coming in. Um, Welcome to Math 126 uh, online course. My name's Lou, and I'm going to be the instructor for the course. This is a synchronous online course, which means that we do not have any physical meeting or even online meeting for the course, except for this orientation. So each student just learn the material by himself or herself, and complete the assignments themselves. And the assignments are in the website, as I'm going to show you later that you need to buy X code from Cengage to start to create account and log in. But you log in website from Backboard. Okay. I think some students also log in with website directly mm, from the account in website. But the way I set up is access website from Blackboard. I'm going to show you. Uh, so um, this is the uh, Blackboard course page. If you log into your university account, AMU, you're going to, find the course and click on it. This is just course page. Um, so you just log into the SSO, you know, to the university account, your account in the school, and find the course. Okay. Um, So you can see those buttons on the top, content. This is basically the material for the course and some links to other resources and to website. And the announcements, you should always read announcements every time we log in uh, to Blackboard. Discussions, this is just discussion panel I set up uh, for, you know, students to communicate. If they have any questions, they can discuss and ask me questions also. Um, Let me just change to student preview. Uh, and the gradebook, you should be able to see your scores for each assignment in here. And message, I usually send the message through Blackboard in here, and you can also send it back to me or send me any email from Blackboard. Uh, So you can see we already have two announcements. Uh, you know, one for the welcome to the students, and the other is just the notification of the orientation for today. And I already got a bunch of students with uh, introducing themselves. Uh, Maybe just one here uh, on this panel or board. Um, and some message. Okay, so I don't got have any message in here. Um, but if we go to discussion back again, there is a discussion board for the whole semester for this course. But in each unit or each module, there's another discussion panel that you can ask questions. So answer questions, ask me questions. Communicate with you classmates in here for each topic. I mean, for each unit. So, all right. The major thing I want to talk about is the content. Almost all the information are included in this content. There are a bunch of things, a lot of folders uh, under this content. So, welcome to Math 120 online course. Just give you a brief introduction for the course, but also included are some other documents here. Um, if you buy a Xcode from Cengage, and you should, because all the assignments are in WebAssign. WebAssign and Cengage are two different companies. Okay, they were two different companies before, but then they merged. So WebAssign is part of Cengage now. So all the materials are in WebAssign, and all the assignments are in WebAssign. So you need to buy Xcode for WebAssign, but it is through Cengage. So you're gonna buy the Xcode from Cengage and Access website. Okay, so um, once you buy Xcode, uh, you get some other resources in addition to the assignments. There's an ebook also, so you don't need to buy another hard copy of the book. Um, so that includes everything. Also, if you buy Xcode from Cengage, it's called Cengage Unlimited, and it's $150. It covers one semester, okay, 4 months, but it covers almost all the courses on campus. Okay, uh, so you just need one Xcode that can use for many courses. If you're taking multiple courses, then you may use it for other courses too. So that's a good deal. If you buy just the book itself, it could cost $150 or even more. Okay, so let me just show you how you buy the X code, because that's the very first thing you need to do before you do anything. Okay, so just Google Syncage Unlimited. Click on here. So it just directs you to the page to buy the X code. It's 149.99, and you just click on the button to buy it, pay it online, and then use the X code to create account in WebSign. Um, but the way I set it up is to access WebSign from Blackboard. I'm going to show you later. So once you create account in WebAssign, you should be able to access WebAssign from Blackboard. Okay. Uh, but sometimes students get some issues when they try to log in WebAssign, and that could be because of the history in WebAssign. So if a student already took online courses before and he used WebAssign for the course, he may already have an account, and that will could potentially cause some confusion for the system when you try to uh, create account using your uh, Xcode you buy in this course. So in that case, you need to contact Cengage technical support, the student support, and they will resolve it for you. But as I said, the resources for the uh, in the software package under this option, it includes the ebooks and the learning platforms, um, assignments, and some other resources also. So let me just show you uh, how to seek for help for you know um, Cengage. So just type in Cengage student support, contact support. So this guy tells you the steps how to seek for help if you get any issue with Cengage or website. Okay, so there are some. uh, website and the phone number. I think the best way is just to call this number and talk with the representative. You can also type in Singlish technical support and click on the link here, and uh, you know you can also chat support, phone support, social media. So there are a lot of ways to seek help from Cengage. And later I'm going to show you the some other information about where is the course? Where is okay, about the office hours that you can join the session, the online session. Okay, Zoom session, uh, other sessions. Okay, so uh, so the ebook is included in the software package. Once you buy the S code, you don't have to buy another textbook. There's some minimum technology or skills needed. You should be aware of. You should have a computer with the internet access. You should have some basic knowledge about the computer. Um, how to save files, how to create files, how to um, you know do the basic things in file management. And there's some knowledge about the hardware, uh, you know, about the computer and Microsoft Office. You should know how to use that. Um, some other um, like skills in time management, to meet deadlines for the assignments and exams. And the prerequisite for the course is Math 112 pre-calculus algebra. Any questions so far? Uh, so this is a calculus 2. Okay. You can interrupt me anytime if you have any questions. Um, but I would uh, um I would assume that a lot of students will have some challenge when they take this course, Cal 2, especially in Cal 2. I found that more students have issues in taking Cal 2 than taking Cal 1 to 3. Uh, it's essentially because there is a chapter 9, which is the major part of Cal 2, uh, involving series. Okay, that's a new chapter and a lot of new concepts, and uh, it takes a lot of time to digest those concepts. So in that case, you will probably need to seek for help from tutoring service on campus. This course is for STEM majors, I believe. It's just the second class of the calculus series, one, two, three. Okay. I think all the STEM majors are required to take uh, the first two courses in the series, but not all the students are required to take through Cal 3, if I'm right. Um, but anyway, this is a course that involves a lot of concepts and a lot of uh, techniques. So it's not abnormal when you have difficulty in learning the course. So this document just tells you how to seek for help from campus tutoring service, and it's called Tutorial Assistance Network on campus. Okay, or 10, as you know, you probably already know it, and this tells you how to arrange appointment with the tutorial assistants. Okay, it is free in the sense that you already paid it in your tuition, so you should make the best of use it. Um, so these are the steps: schedule tutorial appointment, uh, and this is the 10 coordinator Linda. She's ready to help you anytime. That's her number and her email address. Just contact her. And the 10 center is located in room 129A in the library. Okay. But you do need to make a point before you go there because they offer tutorial assistance for all courses, including math, history, and English. And there are a lot of courses for each subject. So you only get a couple of time slots for each course in a week. And if you don't make appointment, then you'll probably not get the right person to help you. Okay. The tutors are students who already took this course or those courses in general and did good. And they were recommended by the instructors who taught them. That's why this the session uh, network a tutorial assistant network is so helpful. But you do need to make appointment to schedule time. To to get the right course. They only have a couple time slots for each course. All right. Uh, about myself, a little information. My name is Konshalu, and I'm an associate professor of math at the MAU, and I got a degree in math in 2008, and I have more than 20 years of teaching experience. I joined the MAU in 2008, but prior to that, I already taught math for several years. And my office is in VMC room 239. It's the Chambers building, if you know that where it is. Uh, you can, call me, you can email me, or drop in my office anytime if you want. This is uh, the folder I'm going to put the recorded session today, the orientation. So if you want to review the orientation later, just click on here and watch the video again. Okay. About the course itself. So this is introduction, a brief introduction about the course. We're going to cover about 6, 7 chapters, but chapter 7 is just one section, I believe. So it's essentially about 5 chapters. Um, so this syllabus, uh, the book we're using is Calculus Early Transcendental Functions by Lawson. Um, we used a different textbook before, uh, but they don't have that book anymore. But there are a lot of similarities between the two books. But this course you're going to see you're going to see the ebook in the website. You can read the details of the syllabus later by yourself. I'm not going to go through all of it. Uh, but this course but covers some part of integral techniques and the series. And at the end of the sequence and the series, at the end of um, the course, we also cover uh, some geometry, planes, lines, those things. Service or service for person with disabilities. If you think you need extra help, you need more time, you need special accommodation, just talk with me and contact them. This is the number and this is the email address. Um, we get uh, homework for each section. Uh, I don't know how many sections we have, maybe 20 or more. Uh, and we got like 8 quizzes. Um, each homework and quiz are time-paced. So there is a specific deadline for each quiz, for each homework. I'm sorry. So usually you expect to have two assignments of homework to complete in each week. I think the first deadline, the deadline for the first section is January 19th. So that's 1 week later. Okay, so the next Monday. So you should buy the X code from Cengage real quick and start the assignments. That's the very first thing you need to do. Okay. Um, for the quiz, there is also a specific time frame for each quiz. We got 8 quizzes for the course. Uh, it is set up with some time window, 1 day. Um, so for example, if first quiz is due on next Friday, then I usually give it 1 day time window for you to do it. That means if it's due on next Friday at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m., then it will be available on 1 day prior, at on next Thursday at 4 p.m. So you can start the quiz anytime on the time window of 1 day. Uh, but the time duration for the quiz is just 15 minutes. Once you start the quiz, you only get 15 minutes to finish it. So you have to do it real quick. Okay. The time window just gives you some flexibility to start the quiz at any time. I know students have some jobs maybe, and they need to arrange the time. They have some other courses to take. So that's why there's a time window for you to choose to start the quiz. But once you start it, you only have 15 minutes to finish it. Okay, just make it clear. In addition to that, we have about 3 tests, I believe. Um, each by the way, each quiz is just a few problems. Sometimes there's two or three problems. So it really doesn't take a lot of time. Each test, on the other hand, will be 50 minutes. Each quiz 15 minutes, and each test is 50 minutes. So of course you get more time. So it's basically, you know, you get a test for each month. That's about the pace. So you get more time, like 20 problems maybe uh, for each test. Again, you get time window to do the test. This time you got 2 days window. Like uh, if, for example, if the test is due uh, next Friday at 4 p.m. This is just example. It's not necessarily actual case. So for example, if the test is due next Friday at 4 p.m., then there's a 2 days time window. That means you can start it is available on next Wednesday at 4 p.m. So from next Wednesday to next Friday, there are 2 days, right? So you can start the test anytime, between within that time window, between next Wednesday 4 p.m. to the Friday. But you got to finish the test once you start it. You got to finish the test in 15 minutes, 50 minutes, and you should get everything done by the deadline on Friday, uh, just like the quiz. Okay. And um, you also have a comprehensive uh, final exam, including everything. The final exam is 2 hours. Um, but again, you get time, some time window, 2 days time window in this case. And I think the final exam is scheduled on April 40th. So that's probably the first day of the final exam of other courses on campus. And uh, so it will be available on April 28th at 4 p.m. and you have to get it done by April 30th at 4 p.m. So there's 2 days time window again, but you get the 120 minutes to finish the final exam. So it is a comprehensive. You get more problems to do in the final exam than the test. So that's why it's 2 hours or 120 minutes. But once you start it, uh, you have to finish it in 2 hours. So you can start the test anytime during time window, but once you start it, you have to finish it in 2 hours. Okay. So that's the final exam, and mm, you got to finish everything. You got to finish all the quizzes and the homework before you take the final exam. So all the assignments have to be done before April 30th. So April 29th is the last day for you to make up things. Like if you miss a quiz, you just call me. Okay, you have to call me to make up. Uh, you don't send emails. You call me. Then I will set up the time for the quiz when we are on the phone so that you can start it right away and you will not miss any time. Okay, so it will be again 15 minutes. Uh, in the case of quiz, but for test, it will be 15 minutes. Okay, if you need to make up, but you just show me the justification, you know, the official document excuse. Uh, if you don't have any excuse, there will be a 10% penalty. Okay, 10% penalty. If you do have a official document office, there will be no penalty. All right. Official document office means that you have some documentation from other people or from you know uh, somewhere that justify you absence of the test or quiz. Like if you go to hospital at that time, or if you got car accident, you know. So if you go to hospital, then you should have some notes from the or record from the doctor that you can show me or send me. And if you get a car accident when you're driving, you know, you should have some reports from the police that you can show me and send to me. All right. Otherwise, you cannot just tell me what happened, and you need to have some documents. You need to have some reading documents, but you cannot just write by yourself. It has to be from somebody else. That's the policy. Okay. Any questions about that? Um, if no question, then let's just continue. Uh, all right. I'll just talk about the policy for the assignments. Mm, so we just talked about the quiz and test, right? But for homework, you should always submit the request for extension online in your website. Okay, so you don't call me if you miss the deadline for homework, for example. You just send request for extension online in website. All right, so that's different. Um, and you can easily find the link. in and website how to do that. There's a button to request for extension for that homework, for example. You can easily find it. Uh, so each time you uh, request extension of a homework, make sure you're gonna do it the right way because I only grant 2 days for each request. So if you don't do it right away, you can easily miss the new deadline again. And you only have 2 chances to request each section. So if you miss the deadline for the first homework, for example, then you can uh, request, and then I usually respond to you real quick and just grant 2 days to you. And I do not send another notification or email to you just tell you it's granted. No, I don't do that. So you have to log into WebAssign and check it every day regularly. Okay, every few hours, for example. But I usually respond real quick when I see it. I usually log into website every day and check the requests or questions. You know, when you have a question, when you do the problem, you can also ask me when you do homework, not for quiz and test. Okay. You should not ask me answers or anything for the quiz or test. But I do answer questions about the homework. Uh, so you can also ask me a question online in website. You know, I check it real every day and every 1 or 2 hours. So I respond you request or questions real quick. But there's a time delay between for the communications because of the computer system. So, like if you ask me a question or request extension this morning, I may see it in the afternoon. It's possible that I don't see it in the morning because of delay of the system, not by myself. So that's why you need to check it by yourself regularly online in website every day, every few hours, and see whether it's granted or not. Because I'm not going to tell you your request is granted. Okay, so just make sure you know that it's important. So don't wait. You need to check website every day. So you get 2 days for each request. When you request a section, you get 2 days. If you miss the new deadline again, suppose you forget to do it, then you miss the new deadline again. You have another chance to request, and I give you 2 other days, you know, one more chance, and that's it. And you don't have a third chance to request. Okay, so just make sure you're gonna do it when you request, um, because the 2 days window is really quick, passing. Okay. And the tutorial assistant, I already talked about it. Okay, so this is the grade scale. The homework uh, is 10%. All the homework makes 10%. All the quizzes make 15%. And the three tests make 50%, and the final exam make 25% to the final exam to the final grade. But there's a little flexibility about the homework and the quizzes. Sometimes I just change that a little bit. Okay. For example, I can change homework to 15% and the quizzes for 10%, but usually that's the case. All right. So there's a lot of flexibility for you to do the assignments, but make sure each assignment has deadline and have some policy for extension or makeup, as already mentioned. And these are the outlines or topics for the course and the class uh, academic. misconduct, and general decorum. Any questions about the syllabus? No question, then let's just go on. We still got a lot of things to cover. Uh, Structure of the learning, it just tells you briefly uh, how many chapters we cover and what we do in each chapter. Okay, so like 5 or 6 chapters, I believe. How to submit assignment? You can read the file, but I'm gonna show you how to do it in website. Assessment, I already discussed with great detail, determination, and great scale. There's some other helpful links. You can find, for ITS, ITS, Blackboard, Cengage, WebAssign, and those things, and a lot more. Okay. Uh, WebAssign material, I'm going to talk about it later. Let me just go through uh, the modules a little bit. And this is the discussion board. I already talked about it. So we're going to have like how many modules? 5 modules. And each module includes about one chapter. Um, and there is a discussion panel for each unit or module. I already mentioned it. And there are a few sections for each module, each chapter. So the first section is well, first part is uh, review on Cat 1. So you can find the PowerPoint slides for this section and the lecture videos I made. Okay, so you can watch it from here. Um, and the next part includes 3 sections. So again, you can find all the PowerPoints for each section and the lecture videos. Um, so you can find all the information here, all the materials in here, and the other sections. Okay. So this is you know about the structure of the learning, about the uh, slides and the videos uh, in Blackboard. But uh, this is the thing I'm going to talk about, the website. The first thing is called website guide. Just here's what website it and what it covers. Uh, um, so we're not going to do it by class key. You don't enroll the class by class key. Instead, I already made the link between Blackboard and Web Science. So each time when um, you do the assignments, you access from Blackboard. Okay, I'm going to show you now. So we don't do a class key. So don't ask me a class key. It's either use a class key or use a direct link between Blackboard and the website. So we don't use class key. Uh, but uh, but you just buy the X code from Cengage and then create account in website and then uh, access the website from Blackboard. That's the standard way to do it. But some students also log in website directly from the account. I think it could work, but the standard way is access the website from Blackboard. All right, and a lot of times you get some issues with the system um, with Cengage or website, and that could happen, and it happened many times previously. So you do need to seek help from Cengage, and these are the office hours they have. Um, so you can join, this session at those times, and uh, you can call them at other times, or go to the website. But this is the best way. Just join the help session uh, during those hours, and if not, uh, then just call this number. They will help you. Okay. This you probably will have questions about the system itself, about your account. Everything can happen. Okay, sometimes the uh, when you get take the do the sums, they could have some issues for the system also. Okay, so this is how you get to the website. Okay, so once you buy Xcode and create account in website, then you just click on this button to access website. So this is from Blackboard course content on the website material, and just click on this button, Spring 2026 Cactus 2, and it will direct you uh to the uh to the website, but you need to put you know username and password in here to log in. Okay. Uh, but let me just show you um, what looks like in website once you log in. So the student view. So you can just see this home page and just choose the course. So in our case, character go. And you can see all this homework assignments. It has a due date and time. See, each homework assignment has different deadline. All right. And there are 24 homework, but uh, there are also, as already mentioned, there are also 8 quizzes and 3 tests and one final exam. They're not showing here because it's not in the time window, like for the first quiz, it may be just it just has 1 day time window. Uh, during that 1 day time window, you can see it. Other than that, you cannot see it. But once it comes, you can see it. So just click on it and do it. Okay. Uh, Let me talk about the ebook. This is the book that we're using. Okay. Uh, okay. So let's just go to one homework section so you can see the problems. So it has 12 problems. Um, See, this is how you request extension when you miss the deadline. Okay. And for each problem, you can click on ebook. There's some details you can view it and the notes. And ask me, if you got questions when you do the problem, or you can practice another one if you want and submit the answer. Um, so you you have uh, five chances to change your answer. Okay, so once you submit the answer, you have 4 more times to change your answer. Okay, for each problem in the uh, in the homework. So just do it again if you don't do it right. But you only get five tries. Okay. But you should always submit or save the answer when you do each problem. Okay, in case uh, data got the missing because of the some reasons. Okay, that's especially important when you do the quiz test because you got the time limited time to do them. So if you don't have time to finish the whole quiz or test, um, then you may not have time to submit it. So just save each problem, when you finish the one, when you do the quiz test. Uh, so that's one thing. Mm, That's for the homework. For the quiz and test, you only get two tries for each problem. So once you submit the answer for each problem in quiz or test, you can submit another answer if you want to change it. But that's it. You don't have a third chance. And for homework, you get five chances. Okay. So that's about that. And the ebook. Let's just take a look at the ebook. So this is the book we're using. You can find all the chapters, all the content for the course. These are the chapters. But there's some other, resources in here. If I explain all, see, you can actually watch some other, resources or videos. I believe there's some videos. See. So they also have some videos themselves included in the ebook that you can watch in addition to my videos. Okay. And some animations. There are a lot of resources that you can use, and they're very helpful. Another thing is this is the part I really like. Okay. Uh, You can read the book by yourself, but some people don't like read books. So you can just click on here, listen um, to the reading. What's going on?
Fitting integrants to basic integration rules. In this chapter, you will study.
See, they just read the whole book for you. Okay, so that should help you a little bit. Uh, in case you don't like to read the book, I guess a lot of people don't really like read the math books. Okay. Anyway, uh, you can find assignments, grades in here, and communication with me. You can also find it in here, or just communicate with me. Um, so that's the website, how to submit assignments and so on. Um, so we just go through the online course briefly. We don't have enough time to go to read all the things, and you just read them by yourself, read at home by yourself. Okay. Uh, but I think I covered everything I want to say. Um, but if you do have any questions, just ask me. If you don't, then we're done today, and I wish you have a great semester and good luck for the course. And um, most importantly, just buy the Xcode right away and start assignments real quick. All right. Have a good day.